Hi. What's up?
How's it going?
How's it going? So this is the the caboose of the cabal on Mondays. I don't know if you're familiar with the cabal. It's kind of a loose joke, kind of a insider group. And welcome, Phil, to the
Thank you.
cabal.
What's happening, hot stuff?
For the record, I have a producer, Leon, backstage. Thank you so much for doing what you do and having all the clips. For the record, Phil, I have had these clips prior to your arrival.
Okay.
They were not in preparation
Let's
for
let's
you.
curate all of the Asian stuff for the Asian guy. That's
It's incidental, okay? I've had this ready. Like my people, your people, we're neighbors, you know.
Yeah.
You didn't know this until like 2 minutes ago backstage, but I have the Asian card.
Yeah, like when you told me that, I'm like, you could have completely fooled me. It's like, so what percentage and like what's the other ethnicity?
So this is my family's, well, one of my family's dirty little secrets, right? So I am of the white variety of who knows what's in the pot until you like give your DNA to the government and then they tell you, well, actually, so I'm actually 19% Korean. We knew that my grandmother was some sort of Asian. We kind of guesstimated and we're like, she looks more Chinese. She looks more Japanese. You know what? Ancestry DNA came through and said Korean. So found that out maybe about 4 years ago.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't so cool back then for my great-grandmother's husband who whose wife popped out an Asian baby and was like, we can't do that. We're not having that here. No. So circa 1917, Grandma Moxie was born looking hella Korean, Asian at the time, whatever ethnic slur they were using around 1917.
Naughty.
But if Batman had a parrot, yes, nobody cares about race anymore. But in 1917, it was kind of a big deal. So my spicy strawberry blonde great-grandmother apparently had an affair with an Asian man. And a couple generations later, here I am.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Like I'm not like 100% Chinese either. Yeah, so
you heard it here, folks. Breaking news.
I am like I think like 78% Chinese, and the other is like a mix of several jungle Asians, primarily Burmese. So
I was gonna ask if you were a cat or a dog person to kind of like suss it out, but
they both are tasty. It really depends on how you cook it.
Oh no.
Right, it really depends on how you cook it. Okay, cat tend to lean more sour, so you want to balance that out with the savory. All right, that's how you do it. Okay.
You already broke me.
Yeah.
But when is the sweet and sour? When do you incorporate the sweetness into the dish?
The sweetness usually we usually add brown sugar or honey. All right, so basically the meat naturally sour. Right after you skin it, you cut everything up. Of course you got it and remove all the. So what you do, you find a dead cat on the street, lot of them everywhere. Okay, and then people are like, oh, that's a waste of food. What are you doing? Go to the street, use a shovel, grab it, make sure you get away all of the the non-viable portion. Then after that, easy way if you want to, you flamethrower. Flamethrower, remove all hair. You don't have to pick it. No skinning involved.
I thought I was prepared for a conversation. I can take it. I can handle it. I got this. I can be just as saucy.
You're more passion, more energy, more footwork, more passion, more energy, Hey, hey.
Sorry, I didn't realize how long that clip was. My
It's really long.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. So this is actually the first time we've streamed together, and pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you so much
absolutely.
for joining this ragtag, whatever this is. Uh, also, I have heard from sources that they've been looking forward to this like duo little like mashup. So get good. Right. Don't disappoint the chat.
Oh yeah, I try to keep the Asian stereotype like down to a minimum. If it comes out, it just comes out. All right, it just
It
happens.
happens.
It happens. I don't control it. Okay, I only just turn it on. All right, if I'm doing like different accents, then I have to think about it. But typically, if I feel like the time is right, it just comes out.
Turn nuclear. A long time no see, sir. Oh, so I am familiar with some of your accents, accentes, as they say. Nerd Wars gifted 1 Moxie Name membership. Thank you. Thank you, Erwin. I don't know if there's a clip coming up. And Celluloid Dream for 199.
Oh,
Phil likes
no.
Futa girls. Ooh.
Oh no.
Futanari, you say.
Oh no.
Celluloid Dream also says for
Why is
another
he?
night.
Why is he here?
He's your own
Oh
personal
man.
secret chatter. Phil is also a closet furry.
Oh. Can
Confirm
we
or
just?
deny?
We got a universal like just ban celluloid from like every chat, man. Here's the thing. Okay. Okay. I don't like either. However, if I must choose one, I will. You know what? I'm not. You know what? I'm not. Gonna
Nope. You start it. Let's go.
Oh man. Okay. So here's the thing. I had Dermy on for Project EggRoll a while
The
ago.
wormy? The
Yeah,
dermiest of wormies?
Dermiest of wormiest.
Okay.
And for me, I did it. I knew of the furry type, but I didn't know how crazy they get. And so I asked him more and about what like which ones are more like which ones are worse in terms of degeneracy. And they're like furries
Oh, there are
absolutely takes
levels.
it takes the cake. Is because
Is-
like they do everything in the freaking clothes and their freaking their costumes and yeah and the
Is
thing is
Jeremy
that
a furry? Or is he just
he,
well versed in not a furry?
I think he might be a furry. I don't know. He said that he might consider going to FurryCon. See, here's the thing. FurryCon is
Okay.
it's the movement is so big that there's a convention for it, okay? Foodacon is not a thing, okay?
Not yet.
Yeah, well,
He's
someone's
like
gonna make it happen,
going,
and
like-
I oh no, bro, what? Oh my god, man.
I did not have furries and all of that on the bingo card for
Okay,
tonight.
it's look, it's lore with the Asian man here. Oh my god, man. Look, the whole Blair
Is-
the whole Blair White thing is different. It's completely different. It's because someone asked me, who would you rather date? Or just say, you know,
that white woman or Blair White? Blair White all day.
it was Dylan Mulvaney or Blair White, and it was an auto like immediately. I said Blair White is because conservative values. There's probably more things we can talk about, and
Also, I'm sorry, since they're both like Transformers, then why would you choose the one that doesn't look as much like a female than the other? I mean, easy.
yeah, but the thing is, they said that you could have said none, but you didn't.
No, it
I
was
didn't know that was an
You weren't
option.
You were in a precarious situation. You thought there were only 2 options, and of the 2, that is the most viable option.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And then I forgot who it was that asked. So you said so Fudas, right? So balls or no
Females.
balls?
Well,
Okay, all right. I
Here's
want to
the-
ask you this. I want to ask you this.
Quest, sir.
So let's say, okay, would you prefer when you're okay? This is a weird question already.
Spit it out. Go.
when you're looking at a Futanari, would you prefer
Mhm.
balls or no balls on the Futanari?
See, this is a very divisive question. However, under the premise that Futanaris are not male,
Yes.
people would say that it's weird to have a dick with no balls. But if they are not male, then it's not weird to have the no balls. I think it's perfectly acceptable for a Futanari to just have this protruding thing. And that's that. It doesn't need balls because that would make it more masculine. And if a,
Oh my god, I love this.
if a Futanari is this magical mythological being that is totally feminine and beautiful and perfect and just suddenly sprouts an appendage like, a thing, you don't need balls. So I'm of the no ball Futanari crew. Sorry.
I am on that group as well, but my reasoning for it is different.
Oh,
So my reasoning is if I was gonna have a relationship with this Futanari, all right, and if
Oh.
we're gonna do something, I don't want our balls to be banging against one another. That's
wait. Okay, I have to ask a clarifying question. So you're talking about a long-term situation.
no, not long term. Is just
Yeah.
in gen. I didn't say that. You did. This is what I'm
have a
saying.
relationship.
Okay,
with
like
versus
you
an
dated this
experience
person
with.
for like 2 weeks. Okay, it's a fling.
And suddenly they sprouted a dick.
I don't know. Maybe look, it's like I have small eyes already, so like it's already hard to see. All right, it's like this 21 by 9 vision, and it's when I drink a little bit, I get the Asian glow. My eyes get smaller. All right,
I feel you there. Cellular dream for another $1.99.
No. This is from earlier. Before we go on with the no ball piece prize, he needs a clip. So.
Roll! Get on your belly, Mr. Pancake! Get on your belly! In the name of the law, Pancake, get on your belly!
Get on your belly, Mr. Pancake. No. So Phil, I'm just trying to understand you a little better. I think we're on the same page. The Angry Badger is here, gifted 5 Moxie memberships.
Shout out.
So much Angry Badger.
Hi! I'm Barnacle Badger, and I'm gonna be your Badger Burger waiter for this evening. Okay, here are some menus. Okay, I'm gonna be right back and badger you for your order.
Hi. So, this was not in my show notes, but just to clarify, Futanari, if you were, this is what I'm just mirroring it back to you. If you were to be in said relationship with said girl and all of a sudden she sprouted an appendage and just happened to be a Futanari, mythological creature, this is not real. You would prefer no balls on that mythological creature girlfriend situationship.
Correct.
Simpatico.
All right. It's look, like so let's say if I'm like super freaking drunk, and my eyes are my eyes are closed anyways, and it's like, oh, so where's the orifice, right? And they're like, oh, it's right over here. Senpai. I'm like, oh, you already call me senpai, where it's a done deal. So then might as well. It's one night in Bangkok, right? So then oh man, and then I don't want like these two sandbags hitting each other like this. It's not gonna be a good time. All right, it's not gonna be a good.
Ooh, gross. He's icky. I never want to touch a yucky man thing.
Leon has so much material tonight, apparently.
This is the easiest making clips ever.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. So, this question has come up many a time with Nick Ricada, who shall not be named anymore because the internet cast him out. But this conversation exactly came up all the time. And he was yes, they should have balls crew. And I've never understood that for a straight man to have this mythological creature who's female. And yeah, you'd want them to have balls. I don't.
Yeah, see, now that you say it, it's like you're talking. It would have been a better answer. It's like, well, if it's no balls, it's less masculine. So but I didn't think about that. I talked about having intercourse with this creature, but
At the same time, though, Phil, would you also say, I know what to do with that. I know how to make that happy. We're good. Like, I can work with this
Look,
to some degree.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. All right, like, oh my, this is gonna get so degenerate. I don't want to demonetize your channel.
Whatever.
All right, so
This
here's
isn't
the
paying the
thing.
bills anyway. Let's go.
So if I was, look, we're talking about climax and stuff like that. Like nobody's better than myself, right? Just there's no one better than you, right? I've been doing this shit for like, God, let's see how long I've been doing this shit for like 20 something years now, right? I'm like first knowledge. No one can make me come faster than I can. So, but if you're doing to another guy, you don't know what they like. It's you don't know what they like, and it's the same thing for a female, right? If you're gonna do that to yourself, and go like you're not gonna. There's no one's gonna be better than you.
Pause.
I come whether I decide to or not.
But pause there, good sir, because you're an expert at your own craft. Let's say that.
Yes.
Would you then apply your knowledge to be like, I know how to work with that, versus this other alien face hugger creature? What would be more comfortable?
That's nuts. Oh man.
You know what? You know what?
Oh.
Let's revisit. We'll go back to that. But sir, you are the showrunner for Project EggRoll.
Yes.
You've been doing this for a bit now. You joined in 2022, and you are still fighting for the Stop Asian Hate movement. Thank you for carrying that on once the mainstream news like ditched you, and all of those efforts.
Yeah. It was a movement that came and went really fast.
And why did it come and go so fast?
Premature ejaculation. I would say it's probably because we are white adjacent. We are not considered minority, right? Because we are I guess you would say well off, I guess you would say privileged, the I don't know. What's the term again? Modeled minority. Right.
Model minority. I don't even know that one.
Yeah, the model minority. It's like, oh, why can't you be like the Asian guy who built the railroad? Why can't you be like that? Why are the people always so loud and talking? The Asian boy over there, so quiet. He just doing homework. That's why he's so good at math.
Just give me money. That's all I want.
Oh my God. I have bullet points. I have some sort of timeline, and I'm just all over the place.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fantastic. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. It's great.
What's going on, Gooch? How's it going, man?
We got a Goochimus, a wild Goochimus in the chat.
Goochimus Maximus.
Goochimus Maximus. So yeah, I've heard a lot of wonderful things about you. I've seen some viral clips of you. I've been told it's going to be a fantastic show. So I'm like, you better not, show up, buddy, or else you're going to, bring shame upon your household, and you might have to
Well, hopefully the viral ones. Oh no, which viral ones were they?
There was a Deadpool. There was also a Stellar Blade something or other.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the Deadpool one, it was me in a costume, and yeah, it was Halloween. Oh no, yeah, that there were that's the third one that sort of went viral, and yeah, a lot of people did not like me for appreciating a woman's body in a video game. All right, and
they were criticizing you for not appreciating or appreciating too much.
They say that I should get my hard drive checked. They said that we should spend you guys should spend tax money and have me investigated by the FBI. And what's it called again? I've never seen a real woman before, and I need to go touch grass. and
Okay, so
all that kind of
so
stuff. You know, the same stuff.
Did someone call for the long arm of the law?
there's so much material for Leon tonight.
Long arm, 2 inches, man.
long
I'm Asian. It just long arm, man. That's wild.
take it as a compliment. So you've been labeled a gooner. You get a lot of hate. You're a total incel that hates women. You can only get your rocks off by looking at animated titties
Yeah.
of a yeah. You, but you know what? I mean, this is a solid clip. I mean, you have it pinned, so
Are here at the escape rope again. Oh my god, her moans are even crazier this time, and it's more smooth.
very smooth.
Yes.
So smooth.
Jesus.
Look at that. Who wears those shoes when doing this, though? Like,
Oh my god, I hope she falls and crushes my head. Oh my god, that would be a perfect way to die.
I come whether I decide to or not.
I've been waiting for this moment. Now we can see it in glorious 4K.
you're not a woman hater. You're a woman appreciator.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I'm not the only one who it's if you think about it, I think a lot of the guys, I would say, the dudes that come out and say like I'm an incel and I need to go to prison and locked away forever. I think most of those guys, if not all of them, are male feminists. Because
Ew.
most of the time that's usually what it is. And here's the thing. They agree with me, but they don't want to say it publicly. It's because they want to impress their female cohorts. They want to impress their coworkers who are female. Because I have a lot of friends who are male feminists, and like if I would joke
Shocking.
or make like I guess you would say like some jokes or that they feel that it's inappropriate, to be like, oh come on guys, don't say that about her. I'm like this like and the girl that I'm poking fun of, she's laughing, and then you have like a dude that says, "Don't make fun of her. Come on." It's like,
Milady.
yeah, it's wild. I'll do this for you. All right. So, hey Phil, say, this is a Moxie Dame exclusive.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Fan freaking tastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
So the male feminists are even more of a problem than the female feminists, and they're horrible. But it's just that like snake eating the snake situation, right? Like what
Yeah.
perpetuates the problem and what allows the problem to exist and then get worse and worse. And it's like there's a lot of people that do go, oh, women bad, women are awful. It's like, yeah, but who had some sort of say so at some point in time and allowed this to happen? Sorry, not sorry. I am not a feminist. Also, patriarchy. Like, I. But seriously, like you did this to yourselves, and the ones that are like sycophants for the feminists on the dick having side, kind of, they're worse because they enable and they perpetuate the problem, and like,
Hmm.
and then these feminists end up being like freaking lesbian. Like,
Yeah. And
I
the
don't
thing
get it.
is, like most of them, like most of the girls who allowed this to happen, it's like they weren't even gonna give these guys a chance, anyways. Right? It's sort of like,
Well,
oh
no.
hey,
Oh,
like
math.
it's like, oh you are a tier 3 Twitch subscriber for me, and you would do whatever you want, and then like these guys pay $150,000 to them. They donate. Thank you so much. Now me and my boyfriend can go on a vacation.
Beta male.
Yeah, it's
So
100% beta male.
there's a combination of things that have happened. As far as I read a Reddit clip or screenshot or whatever of like this girl who was not satisfied with her boyfriend because he didn't give her the TikTok dating experience. DB Wild gifting 10 months in memberships.
Yo,
Thank
shout
you,
out.
sir. And I have the cutest little spider.
I think you are muted now. I think your mic, yeah.
I went to pick up the little spider that was hanging off my. Oh, he's still hanging off my finger. I went to pick him up and I tapped my microphone and it muted. He is adorable. I don't want him to jump at me because I will freak out. Hold on. There he goes. Go away. Carlos Lima for two. Phil has a thing for Blair White. To some degree, and doesn't everybody?
Ladies in skimpy sci-fi costumes? That sounds like everything I want to be a part of.
Well, here's the thing. Like out of most of the transgender folks, like she's here. Look, I'm gonna call her a she because
I refer to Blair White as a she.
It's because she pulls it off.
You
right?
pass, then fine.
Yeah, it's like for me, like I remember my wife showing me a picture. I was like, "Hey, what do you think of her?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, she's fine, I guess." It's like, "Would you ever thought that she was a man?" I'm like, it's like if I stare at her for a little bit longer, maybe, right?
Magic
but overall,
Eye poster it.
that you can fool someone with this, which is you definitely catfish someone. And then I told my wife about the whole Blair White thing, right? And then she was like, "Are you okay with her dinky?" I'm like, if it doesn't have to be there, I prefer it not to. But it will make it work.
Well, okay. So why do I feel like I need to have a TMI disclaimer? It's not my business, but Blair had put it out there. Phrasing. With all of the hormone treatment and all of that, Blair has said basically that whole dinky situation is like not like totally unaffected, right? Because of this unnatural assault with hormones that Blair has decided to inflict on Blair's self.
Ooh, gross. He's icky. I never want to touch a yucky man thing.
Leon's having way too much fun tonight. So at some point, we've had way too much clown world going on, and too many of the Lily Tinos of the world really forcing themselves on everyone else. It's like, personally, I don't give a fuck what you do with who you do it elsewhere. Just don't make it my problem. Don't put it in front of children. I don't care. You do you. Go away. Blair has been pretty consistent with her stance, and I refer to Blair as a she because Blair does actually try, versus the Lily Tinos who stomps into Disneyland like, I'm gonna go into the ladies' restroom and cause a shit. Carlos Lima for too. Don't worry, Phil. I choose Blair White too.
Not gay. SSA.
Not gay.
Yeah. Not gay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we went off on a little bit of a tangent, but
Sorry.
yes, you don't apologize. Woman driver, also 19% Asian. It's gonna be my fault. So Obi Dean. Oh no, Obi Dean. The people I know personally that are under that umbrella consider these outspoken people insane. Yes. Also, a lot of the people that I do know, and yeah, Moxie Tangent, yes, left and right. I know some really badass lesbians. I know people that but they don't subscribe to this cult mentality, all that other bullshit. It's fine. I don't care. Do what you want to do with who you want to do it. Just don't force me to use your pronouns when you're not in the room, because
I hear that you are bisexual.
Because that's what pronouns and the forcible use of pronouns is you're talking about somebody when they're not even in the room. You say she, her. Well, you misgendered them. They're not even here because you're talking about them outside of yourself, because direct conversation would be you, right? So
yeah,
I hate the compelled speech aspect. Get wrecked. It's a humiliation ritual. Yeah. Fuck that noise. But Phil, sir, Stellar Blade, would you say it's your favorite game?
No.
It's your favorite game to look at?
Yes, is because the creator definitely knows the target audience.
I thought you were gonna say lighting and shading and the artistic nuances of like what
Or
captures the
it's
eye.
aesthetically pleasing.
Okay.
It's very aesthetically pleasing. And here's the thing, even like there's even a guy that's in the game, Adam. He's a good looking dude. All right, no homo. He's a good looking dude though, right? So, but
Opposite of a futanari, like a dude that just sprouts a little like prison pocket.
I don't
It-
know. It's there. Here's the thing: does that even entice the Japanese community though? All right, or like it's like a random girl is like, oh, watashi wa chinchin no daisuki desu, and I'm not gonna say anything about a vagina or anything like that, but like it's I don't, do they have one? I don't know.
Futanari.
There, make it happen. Someone type it. Someone type it in Urban Dictionary. Make it a thing now. Okay, I have no idea, but why? It's like it's like, imagine if you're like I don't know who's a very good looking attractive character from, okay, let's say Gojo from JJK. All right, you have Gojo JJK, one of the most attractive characters probably in Jujutsu Kaisen, right? So let's say, imagine if you're like, ooh, I'm gonna isekai myself into the JJK world, and then I'm gonna romance the hell out of him, right?
Okay.
And then you take off his pants, and it's just a vagina, right? So it's just
Would you be disappointed?
absolutely not for me though, not for me. I'm talking about people. People would be disappointed.
People.
People, not me. No.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god.
Okay, people. Okay. All right.
Oh my god, a vagina. Okay, go.
Yeah, it's because okay, in this world, I guess you could say a Twinkie will still be considered a man, right? Right, because this is a mythical creature. This is the
Masculine form, no penile situation, but all of a sudden,
Yeah.
oh no, it's a
yeah.
cavernous little situation.
Yeah,
I feel like I've watched this on 90 Day Fiance recently. Like, you have like this homegrown, like old school Los Angeles gay guy, and he gets with this little twink from Brazil, and then the twink from Brazil decides, I want to be a woman, or I'm actually a woman inside, and then goes through this like transitionary phase, and like the old school like 90s gay guy that's
Mhm.
been through all the shit, doesn't care about all this. He's probably super Trump supporter. He's like, yeah, I'm not into it, but can't say that because it's on reality TV.
Yeah.
It's like the mental gymnastics to like not be a bigot. It's like, no, but you're gay. You like dudes. You like the
Like-
penis, but now your boyfriend is your girl.
Yeah, it's weird because I have a friend that is a transgender, but he didn't get any surgery or anything like that, so he's still a dude,
Mm.
and he has a kid, and he's married
Oh.
to so like, would that make you a lesbian? You know, what happens if your significant other? It's like, oh, what if I transitioned? You know, but like he's not gay, so like
It's the complicated and long way to get around being heterosexual. Like,
yeah. It is weird. It's, yeah, Benology. Oh man.
So okay, so Stellar Blade, favorite game to look at. I'm gonna skip around here because we're bypassing the 4th of July. Even actually, no, I'm pausing here, sir, because I heard somewhere that you're a bit of a gun nerd.
Yes.
I like that about you.
Yeah. Doesn't see that doesn't look like it, right? So if I'm carrying like a satchel or fanny pack or something like that, oh, that guy Asian. He probably have camera in there. Maybe some DSLR or something. Maybe some maybe some fixed Sigma lens with the the 1.4 stop something. It get a good the depth of view. and then you look inside, like bam, P365 with a Icarus precision lower with you know, with a freaking what's it called, the Radiant Ramjet. So it's like yeah, it's completely different. Like it's like I'm one of those like gray man, but like, you know, you call it yellow man, whatever. I don't know what to call it, right?
The
But
rooftop Asians, like, but not
yes, yes,
rooftop
it's just,
adjacent.
yes, rooftop adjacent. But yeah, it's just what's it called again? See, stay away from the P320 because it is a decocker. That's what I heard. That's what it goes off. It'll decock you for sure. But yes, yeah, I am. Oh no, there is. Oh,
Leon, share
no.
Twinkanari. A type of the pornos exhibiting both male and female primary sexual characteristics, but specifically focusing on the femboy manner of the male or probably form. See example. Oh no, the Angry Badger on YouTube. You got
Badger.
me. You
Catching
got me.
straight, bro. That's
California
crazy.
straight. Are you California straight?
Oh, so I don't live in
Sorry,
the Bay
Badger, I
Area.
couldn't resist.
That's see, like I'm down in Southern California, so is Badger up in the Bay Area? Could make
He's
sense.
Southern California. I am in the what was deemed by Disneyland to be the most northernmost region of what's considered Southern California to get the Disneyland discount back in the 90s. So still Southern
okay.
California.
All right, cool.
Yeah. We have the palm trees. That's the California stream.
Yeah, I live in the desert.
Well, people say I live in the desert, but it's not really the desert.
Well, like I'm in San Bernardino County, so like I'm
It's a bit
like
hot there.
It gets pretty spicy here. I can get like 114, 117 degrees here. It hasn't hit there yet, but yeah.
I see, sir, that you have all of your fingers from I mean, since July 4th, you didn't lose any appendages or phalanges.
Well, I have to keep these. I guess these are my money makers for several reasons, but I am an artist, so like I can't. If these go out of commission, I can't make any money. You know, people are like, "Oh, yeah, he probably starts, you know, jacking it. You know, that's how he makes his money. You know." But like, yeah, I'm an artist, so if I lose these phalanges, I can't make any money.
I've seen Asians with their feet do amazing things. So like,
yeah,
you've got two more. You got backups.
I'm not gonna do that. That's
you would if you had to.
Yeah, I've seen a guy who looks like a bird, and basically he starts painting with his toes and stuff like that. It's just
Oh
yeah,
my God,
happy
we're already
hands.
40 minutes in.
Yeah, it's okay.
I love it. I love it so much. But this was so cool.
Look, Leon, I'm sorry, man. Look,
oh no.
That's pretty cool though.
I've never been to a drone show before.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's cool. I like that. That's cool. 1911. All right. Oh. Chambered in the Lord's caliber.
Look at it go. Look at it go.
Oh, the ejection. That's actually that's a nice touch because a lot of folks would probably not have the case.
Oh, and reload.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my concealed carry permit about a year and a half ago.
Congrats.
Thank you. In California, it can be a pain in the ass, but depending on which county you're in, I'm in Kern County, which we have Donnie Youngblood, badass sheriff. The sheriff gets to dictate the requirements of you getting your concealed carry permit. So if you're in San Francisco, basically you're fucked. But if you have, if you're in a red county and you have a badass sheriff, he's like, yeah, no big deal. I mean, there are some like even requirements that are stupid compared to other states, free states. It's still not as difficult to obtain as, let's say, you're in San Francisco, Bay Area. But yeah, it took some time, mostly due to the fact that there was this huge influx of people trying to get their concealed carry permits at the time.
Mhm.
And I don't think that's slowing down at any point because the times are changing. Jerry D. Sills, our local Sith Lord poet, for a fiver. To see inside your immortal soul can truly be a lifelong goal. All that burns in the fire of your heart, time records every part. Rise above for love. Thank you, Jerry.
No. No.
I
Poor
feel that
Nerdworthy
I
Patrick.
feel that kid's pain.
Poor
I
baby.
feel that kid.
Thank you, Jerry. Oh, so I've never been to a drone show, but
Mhm.
I have seen on the internet that you just haven't lived until you've seen a laser show from someone's butthole. Have you seen this?
What? I might have, but okay, never mind. I have not. That
13 seconds. Let's get your thoughts.
do people pay to see this?
More layman gay, more lesbos, more.
Somebody getting drunk.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
I'm sure somebody paid for that, but was not on my bucket list. Oh, so your favorite game to look at would be Stellar Blade. What's your favorite game to actually play?
There's a couple. Favorite game for me to just play, and if I'm just playing by myself, like my favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy 6 or 3 on Super Nintendo. That's my favorite. But in terms of playing, I actually I haven't played with my brother in a long time, but like I used to play a lot of Dota 2. A ton of it. And
Das Vita Halli Vente, mich spiele lite
yeah,
Dota.
I love Base Hunter, man. I love Base Hunter. I love all of this.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it is. It's oh, I love Base Hunter, man. It's crazy. But I used to play Dota 1 on Warcraft 3, and then they're like, "Oh, we're going to make a Dota 2 game." But the reason why I don't play it on streams because it's like I become a terrible person. Like I become like out like it basically becomes like a COD. Like it becomes like a COD lobby. Like I would say the worst things ever. Like it's so bad. So I don't play it on stream.
Worse
But
than what? Like I've never played Call of Duty, but like the horror stories and like the stories you hear about the lobby and like how awful it is. Would you say that you're worse than that?
Yeah, I would say extremely horrible racist things.
Oh wow.
Like terribly racist. Like as like I remember one of the name was Obama.
Against your own peoples or about other people?
Everyone's getting shots.
Everybody.
Like
Okay.
everybody gets it, right?
That's
So
cool.
one of the username was Obama the San N-word was the username. And I would and of course, and then that person's a name, and then you have like Kim Jong-un, the great Kim Jong-un, the awesome Kim Jong-un, the might, and they're all a team. They're all really good. And then another one was what's it called again? It's just some random Indian dude playing Indian music in the background with their freaking mic turned on. Yeah, it's like, bro, stop. It's like it's like stop. Like I will get super mad. I was like, stop playing, and then you get these little tiny kids. It's like, hey, you're so terrible, and I'll just immediately oh my god, I'm just getting fear just thinking about it. So I don't play MOBA. I don't think any MOBA games on stream because of that. It's yeah, I get extremely racist. So yeah, so I want to make sure that I don't get you know,
You have the
nuked from orbit.
self-awareness to keep it in check.
Yeah.
Respect. So a lot of the so-called gooners, you've been labeled one of them, the incels, women haters, or whatever. I actually think the goonettes, the middle-aged white women specifically, are more of the problem. Because I've been receiving targeted ads for this mobile game.
Love and Deep Space, yes.
You know of this?
Yes, I do. It is it's one of it's one of the most in terms of like, I guess you would say mobile games. This is one of the ones that are like, it's always top 10 making.
You like
money.
it?
I don't play this game. I know what this game is. So imagine you're a first person, right? So the girl, like that guy's holding your hand, and then it's like you're literally watching a K-drama, and it's like they reach out to you, and then they have outfits too. These guys have like half naked outfits.
We're gonna play the trailer that has been pushed in my feed for a couple of weeks now. So let's go.
Here. Do you hear it? You want me to submit? Let me take what I desire first. You didn't sleep well last night either, right? Am I a plaything to you? You're good at dealing with cat butlers. Did you like that? I'll keep that in mind.
The steak will get cold, sweetie. I warned you before about the consequences of provocation.
I mean, I was a little surprised it was a chick, but
Don't act like you know me.
This is their recent update, their biggest recent update in terms of like that's the last thing I saw. But now I do want to ask, why is this in your algorithm?
I don't know. I also don't know why this is in my algorithm. Hashtag romance manga, hashtag spicy manga. This is one very spicy, but has some triggers. So mind the warnings. Non-consensual and stalking. This is where I'm getting to my point. White women, middle-aged, are more of a problem than the incel gooners. Because listen to this chick, because
You like a toxic romance with a wicked male lead? My cute, naughty Rin surrendering to her obsessed trainee next door is for you. Rin is constantly getting dumped. She's 26 and still a virgin despite her best attempts. She's excited when she's assigned to train her new incredibly attractive coworker. Yamato is cute and sweet. He says all of the right things. He blushes. When she discovers that they live next to each other, she's comforted that if something went wrong, he'd be right there. At night, in bed, she can't help but to think about him. Then we see from his side. He warns her coworker Shoma, who likes her, to back off. There's a reason her boyfriends keep leaving her, and he's spying on her too. So when he hears her call out his name, he can't help but to run to her side and have his way with her. This is so spicy, but dark. Be mindful that at this point in the story, this is not consensual. She says no. He doesn't listen. She eventually starts to feel pleasure. With that in mind, Yamato is an interesting character. He pretends to be cute, but has some diabolical and fully illegal schemes, and his past is the key to why he's obsessed with her. Rin is relatable. She's desperate for love. She sees this charming person on the surface and has no idea that she's being manipulated. Truthfully, I am rooting for Shoma right now, but Yamato is a great villain. If you want to learn the origins of Yamato's obsession and watch as Rin is dragged into his web, you can read about them on Manga Plaza.
also same bitches that would be like hashtag me too all day, every day.
Yeah.
Hypocrisy.
It's funny because they are the same folks, like I guess you say, like these middle-aged women who fantasize about these things are like Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey, and like there's one that's like at like Barnes and Nobles where it's like, oh, I fell in love with a werewolf or something like that. It's weird, and like at the same, like exactly what you said, like at the same time they would demonize and vilify everyone that's like you know, I guess you say gooning over these like 2D pixels and stuff like that, right?
Right. That's where my particular issue is with it, because it's like everyone's got their little bugaboos, everyone's got their things. That's fine. With the Twilight series, I did find it super weird that there were these like late 30s, 40s, 50-year-old women splooshing over a 20-year-old actor at the time. That was a little gross for me. To yourself, like read your little romance novel, keep it to yourself. But Carlos Lima for a $5. Phil love playing 5 hearts under one roof.
Yeah,
Iran?
it's Dong Guren. She actually has she's one of the girls that are one of the 5 hearts that you can romance in that game, and it's she's a real person. So like if you look her up, it's not spelled Dong Guren like that. It's DONGGURRAN, and she has an Instagram, and she has a YouTube channel as well.
It's a
And
real person.
yeah, she's a real person, and it's what can I say? What can I say?
Never have I lightly caressed the angular frame that is my torso. Now I can love myself.
There's that.
It's a good game.
Is Bill Team Edward or Team Jacob?
All right. The thing is,
Real
I
talk.
always like werewolves. I always loved lichens, especially from Underworld. So I was
What's
like,
sexier?
I automatically geared towards the furry, Team Jacob, but I understand why. I understand why people pick Jacob over Edward, but the thing is, when I understand if you become Team Edward and then you get to become a vampire, you instantly become like the most attractive person. Like, look, it's
Hi, Levy.
look. Okay, what about you? What about you, Moxie?
I would go Team Vampire. Like, I don't know about Edward per se, like him specific. I would go Team Vampire. I'm Interview of the Vampire. I am that old. Brad Pitt as a vampire. Yeah.
Tom
I'm
Cruise,
way more
yeah.
of that. I mean, they kind of
Well-
still are the vampires of Hollywood at this point, but
Yeah, it is called Milk Film, which is
you know what? You know what? Okay. So moving on. Which Jurassic Park film was your favorite, and why is it not Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Rebirth?
I didn't watch that one. So I've seen the first. God, how many? So there's 7 right now.
There's too many.
I've seen the first 5. So I didn't watch Dominion or the recent one, Rebirth. I didn't watch any of those. I watched the original 3. I think 3 is really good. I think 1's always going to be the best one. I think 3 is really good.
Yeah.
And
The
World is pretty
original
solid.
is- Okay.
Yeah.
think
I don't
watched
like
the
the
first 2 and then the first Jurassic World.
Mhm.
OG Jurassic Park 1. I
Yeah.
mean, I haven't fallen into the dinos go burger kind of a thing, but I understand that's a thing for a lot of people. Chili's tiny Asian gog.
Like we do know that like Jurassic Park 1 is like the best. Like that's the GOAT. Then in
Yeah.
Jurassic Park 3. Right? Because I didn't like Lost World is because there was this campy scene where this black little girl does like gymnastics and like kicks the raptor. I'm like, nope.
So difficult.
Nope, I don't like that.
do
That's stupid. It's just like so dumb. Right. I think Julianne Moore is fine. But yeah,
It was so
that
hot
movie.
back then. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So so this chick on Instagram, she was just like, yeah, I can't get behind Jurassic Park Rebirth because there's like no fuckable dinosaurs. And she has a point. Bear with me here. She has a point. Listen.
One fuckable dinosaur in this entire movie. Hollywood keeps casting ugly actors in hot roles, but they've taken it too far. The dinosaurs in Jurassic Park Rebirth are hideous. This is the Quetzalcoatl. What are these proportions? Compare him to the old pterosaur. How much more masculine the jawline was. He works out, he's slender, he's proportionate. Yeah, he fucks, not him.
Felt.
They gave the long necks a thyroid problem. Look how fat their necks are. Compared to the old ones, how slim, look how trim, look how cute. Want hot dinosaurs, like put these fuckers on Ozempic. The biggest
Thank you.
atrocity is with the apex of the movie. We're used to Daddy as our bad guy, right? Oh, don't eat
Mommy,
me.
whatever.
Hot. T-Rex is hot. He works out. He's a conventionally attractive dinosaur. Look what they replaced him with, guys. Ugh. Jurassic Park Rebirth. It should be called Jurassic Park Smortion because this thing shouldn't have made it to the second trimester. As soon as I saw it on the screen, I was like, kill me. I just don't want to look at it. Hollywood keeps pushing this like accept ugliness narrative. No, I want hot. Went to Jurassic Park Rebirth because I wanted to feel something. And this is what they gave me. I was drier than the Sahara Desert. Not a single fuckable dinosaur in that entire movie. Don't waste your time. Not one fuckable dinosaur.
Oh my god, I love this.
So I think it might be the Schmishmortian's fault.
Okay. Okay, so if we're talking about fuckable dinosaurs, there's only one for me. And I shared the screen, so if you want to bring that up, if you want that.
Let's see.
Uh,
I'm trying. Oh, I have to remove
Yeah.
StreamYard.
yeah, that's the only one I would say is considered worth it. Is because it's literally, yeah, it's just
Higglebitiosaurus.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
So this is a Parasaurolophus, and this is a well-endowed Parasaurolophus, and yeah, this is the only one. Hey, I fucked the shit out of that dinosaur.
You know what? It's funny you bring that up because I had this bookmark. I didn't pull it up for the stream specifically, but now that we're here, hold please.
Yo, I'll stop scaring straight.
Parasaurolophus.
The iconic skull of a dinosaur called Parasaurolophus. It is super iconic due to this huge crest they
So you have to do a twofold thing here. Imagine the titties, and now you have the sound to go with it.
have on the back of their head. And in 1997, scientists were able to CT scan all of these hollow tubes and openings that connected to the sinuses and actually replicate what it would sound like if air was forced through it. Basically bringing the voice of this dinosaur back from the past.
Okay. First of all, I love Mongolian throat singing. I actually pulled a clip for this. Mongolian throat singing, cello, and the organ. So this is speaking to me.
That's cool. See, the
Is
thing
it
is,
making you feel things?
yeah, it's like because that's a noise it will make when it climaxes, right? So that's perfect.
They didn't say that. I mean, it could. Oh. Well, now that you mention it. Oh, yeah. Get it, girl. Oh. Okay, enough dino porn for you. Good grief. But the Schmishmortian. All the other dinos seeing D-Rex for the first time.
You know, when you sewed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little fucked up. But will you take care of me forever and ever? Yeah, I mean, you know, when you sewed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little fucked up. But will you take care of me forever and ever?
I'm sorry. Oh. Philip.
Yes.
Do you like showing support for the differently abled, including dinosaurs like the Schmishmortian?
Yes.
Do you also love hot sauce?
I do.
Great news, sir, because I love watching people's faces on my show for the first time because they don't know what's happening. It's great. So great news. You can do both things at once by supporting gentlemen like Drew. Bear with me here. Let's
Drew, and I'm the founder of Crippling Hot Sauce, a comical spin on traditionally boring hot sauce brands. Born with cerebral palsy, I never knew quite what I was going to be able to do because
I'm sorry. You can do both now. You can support Smush
All
moisture
right.
like Drew and hot sauce.
My physical
Food is just a vehicle for hot sauce, in my own opinion.
All right.
abilities are limited at times. When I was 16 years old, I got a B- in a school business project.
Oh, you'd
When
see.
I asked why I got the B, he said it was unrealistic. After that feedback, I decided to bring my school project to life and officially start crippling hot sauce. And 18 months later, we've sold over 150,000 bottles. Not only is it a great tasting product, but we donate 5% to cerebral palsy research. I hope to inspire other people, no matter their circumstances, to pursue their dream because life is short. Join our mission at thecripplingcompany.com.
I
Hey.
personally, while I'm laughing at it, I also love it.
That's awesome. 150,000. That's
Feel
great.
different things at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Speaking of feeling things, have you ever seen or been to a glory hole?
I've never seen one. I don't know where these locations are located. So I wouldn't know.
Okay. What
I wouldn't know where they are.
Okay,
I've
so
never
when
participated
you
in one either.
Okay. So here's an exercise. Glory hole. First place that comes to mind or a scene or where you might find a glory hole. What comes to mind?
I would say like truck stops. Like major truck
Oh.
stops. It's like the ones where
Oh.
it's like those travel lodges. I forgot what they're called, but it's usually like for truckers where they're like a bunch of trucks hang out in one location, and then it's like usually like there's several of them. Like
Get your head out of the gutter because a glory hole is actually
Oh,
a
no.
magnificent feat of engineering.
Oh no.
And there is one at Lake Berryessa in Northern California, not too far away from where I once lived. And I saw the glory hole, not when the lake was so full, but it was more like a protruding donut, more of a hemorrhoid-esque, I don't know, something not resembling this, but I had seen it during a storm one time. Have no fear, my dear Phil. We will have something related to this that's very comical. But also, this is an
When the
educational
lake
program.
level rises above 440 feet, water starts spilling
Glory
into
hole.
the hole.
It's all curved, so you have the least resistance for the water to go down the glory hole.
Keep yourselves in check,
And it's very efficient. It's not very turbulent. It's
Very-
actually that.
Okay, how do you describe your favorite women? Very efficient, not very turbulent. I think that's how like Asians and engineers describe
and
their
it's
favorite women.
curved.
And
it's
it's
curved. Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Now
That's
now
my
you're speaking
pleasure.
my language.
They're placid. It's not that placid down inside the glory hole itself.
Very spicy.
The water
Yes.
drops 200 feet straight
Quite
down
erect.
before making a hard
Making it
turn and spilling out
hard
into the
turn.
Buda Creek below.
The Puda Creek below.
Oh no. It's called a Fuda Creek. Yeah. That's what we call it.
Puda Creek
Yeah,
below.
the Fuda Creek.
But I did see this thing, and it was a parody. But also, I asked Grok about it, and they're like, "Well, actually, this is satire and parody, but there was an incident with Lake Berryessa's glory hole that we are looking at now that caused the formation of some sort of safety guidelines or safety sheet. But this is much funnier. Staying safe at the glory hole. So get the whole picture
Oh man, that
before you pop your peen into a neighbor's glory hole. Consider the hole itself. Is it safe? Are there jagged edges? We don't want jagged edges. We want smooth, curved edges, as we've learned. Does it appear to have been sanitized recently? Some people have reported injuries upon insertion. So be sure you stay injury-free. Avoid gendered language. Very important, especially if you're in Northern California, because that can really cause some harm. Try to avoid using language specific to an individual gender, for instance. Oh man, that's good. Or keep going, girl.
Just be happy with your vagina. You got it already. Don't have to make a new one. And if you got a penis, just keep on it. Don't cut it off.
Don't cut it off. Some options could be, I am appreciative of this moment of tenderness. Or can we make this quicker? My kid's in the car.
That's what. See, the thing is, so the whole picture thing, right? To make sure there's like, so what people usually do is they put duct tape around it. It's because it's usually like done with like a really terrible knife, right? So they put duct tape around it, so when the insertion goes in, you're not gonna get splinters coming out, right? Because that's not gonna feel good.
I didn't know you were going to be as knowledgeable about glory holes as you are. Duct tape, everybody, for safety. You don't want splinters in your junk. But also watch your back. Keep care of your other long and hard bone, your spine, while being tended to. Stand with your shoulders back and knees locked. Actually, you know what? That might make you pass out. So don't do that.
Yeah.
British Columbia hospitals treat more than 420 cases of glory hole related spinal injuries per month. Don't become a statistic.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. How does Bill know this stuff? Like, really?
I've been on the internet long enough. Long enough.
It's hard to tell age, especially when you're Asian. I think I
He's
would
12.
guess you could be 12, you could be 44. I don't know. Somewhere in between.
How do you think I am?
34.
Close. 37.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I attribute anyone saying that I don't look as old as I am to my 19% Korean heritage. And then I also get told, yeah, but once you hit a certain age, you're going to look like you're 240. Fair. Fine. I can deal with that. But I'm going to be 41 next month.
Hey, you look like you could be in your like early 30s at most.
Asian don't raisin.
That's true.
So I'm told.
That's
Until
true.
we do. And then, like you're teaching some white woman in a yellow motorcycle outfit. What? Oh, hi everybody. Oh, question for you.
Yeah.
Do you like or dabble with K-pop?
From time to time. I enjoy okay. Oh, okay. I enjoy my Big Bang and what's it called again?
Are you doing a K-pop Demon Hunter segment? Because oh my god, the movie was so
I just finished watching this movie like 2 days ago. Golden is so fucking good. It's insane. Holy shit,
this
man.
fucking movie is so good. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
Golden
loved it.
is like I was watching the movie. I'm like, okay, this is clearly like a chick movie. But I actually am really enjoying this movie. The songs are really there's like one song I didn't really like, but Golden and is it Your Idol by the Saja Boys? Like
I haven't seen it.
you need to watch it. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's so good. I'm not spoiling anything here. I'm just talking. Those are the movie titles. I mean, not the movie titles. Those are the song titles. Go watch the movie. It's great.
You guys fangirl over this for a minute. I have inferior female bladder. I'll be right back.
Okay,
All right, go
so
ahead, Leah.
I saw the advertisement of this film because of Erwin, mutual friend, Nerd Wars, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be something for me and my kid to watch together because she went through K-pop phase, and I was like, hey, you want to watch this? She's like, well, I'm not really into K-pop anymore, but okay, I want to spend time with you. We watched it, and we were both just like glued to the screen. I loved it. I really did. This might be my favorite movie of 2025.
This movie is like I remember it came out like within under like a certain amount of time. It got like to like most watched movie on Netflix, and it's so big that like people are already like there are already people. You know that what's it called again? There's like this like fan art of Rumi and Jinu. It's like it looks like it looks like he's like flying like an angel or something like that. People were already doing like because Anime Expo was just past weekend right here in LA. They were already doing like fan art of it, like, and they're putting it in some of the booths and stuff like that, which is great. And there are people who are cosplaying it already. It's wild, man. Like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Like my wife loved it, but like but the music is really good.
So I unabashedly do actually love K-pop, so I'm kind of biased, but so much fun with the movie, so much fun with the music. But there's one thing this movie did that so many movies fumble the bag on that I was like, wow, I can't believe this did this well, which is the third act breakup, because every movie does a third act breakup. This movie does, but it actually makes sense in the context of the characters. It doesn't last super long.
Mhm.
It like I just like, okay, because we're all over third act breakups, but this one works, and like I'm usually over this like Into the Spider-Verse style like drop frame animation, but again, I don't know. I loved it. I thought this is legit probably my favorite movie of 2025 so far.
It's good. I saw marketing for this first. I think it was on Instagram. Someone was there's like this funny like someone was like reacting to it. I'm like, what is this? And then I'm like, oh, this looks really fun, right? And like I used to listen to K-pop a lot. Like I started listening to K-pop probably. I came into K-pop late. Like I started really listening to it when Psy was huge, and then
I mean, that's not late for a Western audience. I got into K-pop in like 2015, which that's still a decade ago. Psy was like 2013 or something. So
yeah, 2013, 2012, and then I did, and then I remember listening to like 21, and like I know like of course right now it's like with what's it called again? What's it called? The girl that did APT with Bruno Mars. I forgot her name already. I think her name is Rose.
This chick?
That is a different girl.
I have this saved in my watch later queue for reasons.
That's I heard a lot of Korean girls are not happy with her. I don't know why.
What? Oh, well,
I'm gonna
apparently
drop
there was
out now because I've got to use my hands for things.
gotta
Continue,
go-
Mox. Lovely show.
go take
Thank
care
you.
of
I
business.
love K-pop Demon Hunters. Everybody, go watch it if you haven't seen it. I truly.
You're gonna have to watch it.
It's good.
But yeah, there was a water bomb festival in Seoul yesterday, and people were figuring out, hey, I kind of get this K-pop thing. I thought this chick was AI because you can't trust anything on the internet these days. But
Yeah, it's yeah, people were I have to say too, but like people were not happy with her is because of
why is that?
I believe there were some girls who were like I'm talking about Korean girls, like they're I guess like is being too sexualized, even more so.
Oh, this is too sexual.
Yeah, this well, if you listen to like K-pop, like this is actually considered like pretty sexual because they're pretty tame compared to this.
What are the lyrics to this song that she's singing?
I have no idea.
For instance, K-pop usually uses like very heavy innuendos in terms of sexual stuff, like lots about like candy and like stuffed animals, and like they very much it's
Lean
all
into the
kind of creepy in
youthfulness
terms of
of-
like because the euphemisms they use for the sexual stuff is very child friendly, and then this is like, hey, look at me.
Yeah.
Doesn't leave much to the imagination, but I totally thought this chick was AI.
Yeah. So there, I guess it's like I guess people are saying that like internalized misogyny or something like that, and people are saying that she's like using her. It's
Internalized misogyny for appreciating like
yeah. It basically got a lot of K-pop netizens like heartbroken. It's because it was just like, oh, like she's getting a lot of backlash for this. For me, like she knows her appeal. She knows she's hot. A lot of guys and gals like this kind of stuff. So why the hell not? But
who
they're
doesn't
usually
like this?
but they're more conservative over there in terms of like, don't be too sexual, that kind of stuff. Like they can't even have like actual like pornography there. It's like everything is like super soft core. Like it's
This
against
is
the law.
super soft core.
But like
She's just too attractive.
in terms of performance wise, like she ripped her
I'm
top
just gonna
open.
leave this on screen so that you're so charmingly befuddled that you can't like form a coherent sentence.
Yeah, like for me,
you're
I don't
struggling.
need to know what she's singing about. I just know that it's like it's great. right? And there's nothing wrong with appreciating someone looking pretty or hot is because they do that with guys all the time, right? So it doesn't matter.
Right, double standard.
Yeah. So
Big time.
like for instance, like there's a reason why I guess you say Aquaman made over $1 billion. Most of them are women that want to go watch the movie, right? So
So when you say that though, I am envisioning the same big fat women that would be offended by seeing an attractive thin woman gooning over Jason Momoa. The
Yep.
double standard is disgusting.
yeah,
Sorry, what
and
were
it's
you
also
saying, Moxie? We were distracted.
No, pay no attention. Give all the views, give all the likes. It's up to me. Memberships, great. Like, I'll just leave this up on screen. You know what? I'm going to put this on screen every show. We won't have any other visuals. This is it.
but it's also the same folks that say, wow, women get so hypersexualized in Hollywood, and then there are movies that come out called Magic Mike, right? And that's clearly a movie for a woman. So
Not my thing. I don't feed into that personally, but being somebody from my own perspective, I feel like I can step outside of it and go, ew, everybody's disgusting. Everyone's gross. Can we just have that as like a level playing field? Everyone's debased, gross, sexual creatures, fine. But the hypocrisy between the criticism, right, of one versus the other. It's like, oh, who's saying it? Oh, big fat fucks. The men folk, even the big fat fucks, aren't going out and like creating these campaigns to go, oh, Magic Mike is this, that, degrading us or whatever. Philip Chan, what are you doing here? You have a doppelganger? Here's some pretty funny
Foxy, I guess you're busy. I just needed to vent a little. Badger, that little motherfucker has been pissing me off lately. And if he thinks I'm going to carry him around in a little Badger backpack in Vegas, he's got another thing coming to him. My fist. If Erwin calls me fat, dumb, or looks at me in the wrong way one more time, I'm going to blow a gasket. Getting kneecapped by 9-year-olds all day long does something to a guy, and I'm going to take it out on Erwin the first chance I get. Oh, and Leon, that long-haired twitchy twink. Fuck that guy. Thanks, Moxie. No need to call me back. I'll see you on late night on Sunday. Stay Gucci.
Oh, sexy girlfriend!
Bonsai! Yes. No, there's no reason to not have this on. Well, we can have a civilized conversation about the hypocrisy.
But yeah, I just wanted to show my appreciation that you pulled Kwon Yoon B up on screen. That's
She's
hot. Yeah.
What happened to the 90s when like we can go, yes, Cindy, like all of the hot models, supermodels. We used to have supermodels. And those were the chicks that
This is a super duper model.
Yes. Thank you for clarifying. But we used to have these icons, these bastions, these female Adonis equivalent, right? Of what we wanted to aspire to be. We knew we weren't going to be that. But then there was like this shift in society where it's like, I want to see myself, my big fat retarded self and with hairy armpits and whatever. Like, I want to see myself represented in Victoria's Secret. And now I have to go on Victoria's Secret's website to order underwear and bras and see stretch marks. Why? Why? Oh, because it's real. I don't give a shit. Real? I can look at the freaking if I want real. I want the supermodels. I want the superheroes. I want all the things that we know that we can't realistically be, but we want to be. So we try harder.
Yeah.
I'll never look like this. That's okay. I'm not going to hate on her for it. It's like, oh, she's hot. Also, monetize.
Yeah.
Come on. Like I hate people that want to bring everyone else down to their low tier effort bar of existence. And also not just mediocrity, but also their false idea of this like sense of like they need to praise themselves for being lower than the bare minimum.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's not even like participation trophy. It's worse than that. We have gotten
Absolutely.
worse than the participation trophies.
Yeah,
Ugh.
there's a reason why I would go into Victoria's Secrets, so I can look at all of the portraits of like Adriana Lima, Miranda Kerr, Giselle
Yes.
Bundchen, and it's like I would just go in there and look at them. I'm like, oh wow, like these are all just like if you wear it, it's marketing, right? If you wear it, you could potentially look like them, and that's how like a fit person or a hot person or whatever, these supermodels, that's how they look like in these outfits. And if
Thank you, Leon.
you don't feel comfortable with that, then it's not their fault. And then all of a sudden, we have to remove the the angels, Victoria's Secret angels. We got to change that up. We can't have the Victoria's Secret show anymore, and
Because it makes
it's
some people
stupid.
feel bad that don't want to
Yeah.
work hard to get there. Like there were behind the scenes interviews as far as like all those angel shows or whatever. They would have these behind the scenes things or like, what have you done today? Or like, what's your workout regime? And they would say exactly what they do to get to be where they are. And probably it was way worse and harder than what they were able to say on camera. But yeah, it took a lot of effort. But now it's encouraged to not try.
Mhm.
You're fine the way you are. You're perfect the way you are. And that's never like I come from a conservative religiously conservative household and
Mhm.
like built-in guilt like across the board. Like you're never going to be good enough and it just like transcends across the thing. But we had the angels, we had those icons to look up to that made you want to, or if you as a marketing tool, if you want to be like this, buy this product and maybe you'll feel like that. Like there
Yeah.
was genius to this whole thing. It's not just body shaming, but still I think some people could be body shamed a little more to try harder.
Yeah. It also works
Myself
for men as well, right? It's sort of like, oh, if you wear this, men want to be you, girls want to be with you, that kind of thing.
Abercrombie and Fitch,
Yep.
same era.
Well, see, Abercrombie and Fitch didn't work on Asians because there weren't any. They didn't hire any Asians for their models. I remember
See,
that was a thing.
Are you saying you had to see yourself in the
No,
models too?
no, I didn't. But like the thing is that like, that's what someone told me. It's like, oh, don't go into Abercrombie and Fitch. They're actually racist against Asians. I'm like, why is that? It's because they don't hire models for their stuff. Now here's the thing. If you Gilly Hicks is no longer a thing, but they're like an offshoot of like what's it called again? Hollister, and Hollister is like it's basically sister company or something like that to Abercrombie and Fitch. And they don't hire people who are not attractive to work there, right? Even when you go inside.
Right.
See, that's a later on one for sure.
First ever Asian American Abercrombie model. Like apparently it's just later.
But I remember standing outside of a Hollister when my ex was going inside, and it was weird. It's because like they're opening up.
Yes, the poor man's Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yep.
Bro.
Yeah. Poor. Yeah. See, I was a poor Asian, and like this is probably the second time when I've ever felt attractive in my life. Was there's this girl, this blonde chick that was hiring. There, she's a recruiter for Gilly Hicks, and it's like, hey, do you want to work at Gilly Hicks? You have to look for it. And I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, we have to look for what? You guys want small eye people to work at the cash register, right? But like, it's a weird thing, is because like, what happens if like they imagine if you're going to the store and like all the people they work for are like super like athletic, skinny, or hot, and then like you're an overweight person go inside. Oh, I feel like this place does not represent me because I'm fat, or I'm overweight, or I'm too lazy to get my butt out of the chair to work out, or whatever, right? Like that.
Even if they offered sizes available to you, like
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret comes to mind. Like they did have larger sizes, but we didn't see the plus size models.
Yeah, we want to see
sporting
them
it.
represented, right? It's sort of like you see Women's Health,
There
and the
are
girl
no
on the cover is like,
plus-size models, only fat bitches in bikini.
there is one, but this is Korean standards, and I posted this
Okay.
before. So do you know who Sun Biki is?
No.
So Sun Biki is a plus size model
Is
in
she like
Korea.
size 6 American size?
Let me go. I'll share the what's it called again?
Research.
The link with you in the private chat so you can bring it up.
Okay.
But she's considered a plus size model in Korea.
Get the fuck up on out of here.
Yeah, she is a plus size model in Korea, which is crazy.
Did someone call for the long arm of the law?
Yeah, that's a plus size model. So it's
What's happening, hot stuff?
yeah.
I'm done.
Women's Health, healthy at any size. The girl on the cover, Women's Health magazine, 350 pounds. Right?
Yeah, if they put this woman on anything American side, they'd be like, "Oh, anorexia and all this other bullshit." Like,
Yeah. But yeah,
Bruh.
it's like we got to go back to like normalcy, you know? It's just like for men's magazine, they don't have like freaking what's it called again? Who's that fat piece of shit? Josh Gad on the cover, right? It's like
Ow, see?
it's usually it's not like that. So why is it only like fixated towards women? I
Well-
don't get it either.
Well, and also the psyop of dad bods.
Yes.
They have these like thick, muscular men that have like 6 packs built in, right? But they're thick boys. They're calling those dad bods? No. Like, no. We're I can't.
Like it's if you like thicker people, bigger people, that's definitely your choice, right? But like
Well, yeah,
trying
but
to normalize it.
label and change the definitions of words, it's different. And so then you get guys that are actual dad bod guys that aren't unattractive, they aren't this, but also they're being compared, and there's the hypocrisy again.
Mhm.
They're being told dad bods are these 6, 8-pack guys that are a bit thick, and it's like, no, that's not a dad bod. They're skewing the perception of reality or what reality actually is. And it also piggybacking on the psyop, pushing the whole Pedro Pascal as daddy and like super hot. It's like it's warping
That's-
the minds of the generation.
Yeah, that's very weird. And then I saw that what was like Vanity Fair, where like they're like grabbing his face or something like that. It's like,
Oh, that was gross.
why?
And it was a combination of men and women's hands. So then there's
Yeah.
like this confusion for like the super masculine dudes and no homo guys. They're going, no, we can't be a part of that. But also like the women that are, I'm sorry, have been brainwashed by society to think that feminine men are hot. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
They even have this thing. I forgot there's like a magazine that came out saying that how like beta males are actually the new hotness right now, and like Kumail Nanjiani is one of them. Like he's the Indian dude that was in Eternals, right? And
I
it's
don't
just
know.
they're saying that like how like beta males are like the new thing. Girls should start dating beta males. I'm like, the person who wrote it's a beta male. So it's just like
We're
it's-
totally hot, guys. We're the most masculine. We're amazing. We're so sensitive. We can be everything to you. We can be your girlfriends. We can be your shopping buddies. We can make you brioche in bed in the morning and also like F the shit out of you. And like, no, let's not.
Yeah. It's like would you rather have a guy okay, like a guy can cook, that I think that's a great quality, right? So women like that.
Yeah.
But let's say if a guy that can't protect their family, it's like, "Hey, honey, can you go out there and chop some firewood for me?" Like guy goes out there freaking just like uses you know,
And goes,
and it's or shoots it or at one piece of shit. I forgot which publication shot an AR-15.
Oh no.
My shoulder's hurting. It's like, are you serious? You have like a freaking like giant ass break in the front too. It's like, yeah, I think they America and a lot of these like publications and even Hollywood's normalizing pussies. So I think it's
They're
weird.
really pushing it and just like the zeitgeist, right? Of they act like it's normal. They act like this is so hot right now. We used to have Abercrombie. We used to have even them. They were pretty metrosexual. They were pretty boys. But over the last 20 some odd years, because you're apparently not as young as I thought you were, you've seen the progression of what's been promoted as masculine or sexy or whatever. And
Mhm.
now you have the Timothy Chalamet, is that his name?
Mhm.
Um, you have these hyper feminized men, Pedro Pascal, and I was talking to a couple teenagers a few days ago, and I don't talk to many teenagers these days, but I was at the 4th of July barbecue, and I was like trying to like, oh, are you excited about Superman? What movies are you into or whatever? Oh, I'm really excited about Fantastic Four because Pedro Pascal's so hot. I'm like,
Okay, I know you have to go. Just answer me one question.
Yes, you're a total fag.
It's not the question.
that's not the question. But no, there is this normalization or conditioning that's been happening over the last probably at least the last 2 decades, right?
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
how do
Like,
we fix it, Phil?
I would say it's probably gonna take a while to fix. I think, I think the thing of, like, having, like, manly men, I think that's you have to have those people who are of that manly men kind of, like, feature, sort of, make like, I guess, like, call the shots, make movies, and, sort of set an example of what people can look up to. I think
Do you think
we Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
sorry to interrupt you, but do you think it's going to take some sort of situation or change in the way that we function for people to realize that we need those other traits that are supposedly toxic to function and to survive? Is it going to go that far, or do you think we can kind of recover before it gets to the point where like, oh no, we don't know what to do. We need the axe, wood choppers and the gun toting, whatever, like the masculine men to save us. Like,
Mhm.
do you think there's time to recover before it gets to the point of necessity? I guess is what I'm saying.
Uh, I'm not sure how far gone we are as a society because of, uh, I think the internet, made a lot of weak men. Of course, and we also live in, good times. Good times make weak men. So, I think unfortunately we are at the time where a lot of people who are just indoors all the time, they're not working out, they're not looking after themselves, they're not going out to do, I guess, I don't know, backpacking or like even going like to the range or anything like that. I think having that and the lack of role models in Hollywood or even in even politics, uh, it makes a lot of people like, oh, I want to be like Pedro Pascal. I want to be like Johnny Somali. You're right. I want to be a content creator. I want to I want to be this is because that's something I can look up to versus like, oh, I want to be in the military. I want to do this. It's a lot of that. It's just caused a lot of people to sort of become weak, right? And like I think our generation's definitely the fault for it because like we lived through that. We're at a time like I'm not sure if you consider yourself millennial, but like
Mhm.
the we lived through analog and digital, and we've seen the change, right? So, with that,
I
it's hard
say
to
that all the time. Uh, so I don't know if you have siblings,
I
but
do.
I I actually have boomer parents. Like we throw that word around a lot, but I actually have boomer parents. And I have siblings that are Gen X. I'm used to be called Gen Y, which I appreciate more, but we got coined millennial at some point. Resentful, whatever. But there's something unique about the millennials in that we did exist in a time and we are familiar with a time that was more analog and then we converted to digital. So we, I think, have an advantage having come from both sides. We are more adaptive to change and we have more of a knack for the future and changes. Um, we also have ties to the old world, the more analog, and we have also this romanticized connection to it
Mhm.
in that personally I love the vintage. I love and appreciate the older times versus the kids now. They're like, oh, that's just ancient technology from 15 years ago or whatever. Like, I am pulled between two different worlds. And I don't know if this is, the experience from a lot of people, but me personally, I have been pulled across different generations, and I appreciate all of the things that I've had, afforded to me as far by way of experience. When I was a kid, I Love Lucy felt like it was a lot older from the
Mhm.
time that I was watching it. But now, the things that are just as old from the point that I was watching I Love Lucy then, it's like, bitch, that was like yesterday. Like the
Yeah.
changes, the advancements, or just progressive, everything that had changed in 3 decades versus the last 3 decades that we know now, it's insane to me. And I appreciate all of it. And I have ties to it. And I don't know where that leads us or if it matters, but I feel like a person that's like caught between worlds a lot of the time. And I don't know how to fix, and it's not my responsibility to fix, but I don't know how we get the younger generations to appreciate what they have because they've always had the technology available to them versus like
Mhm.
me as a kid. It's like, you died of dysentery. Like, it's like, no, you need the struggle. And I think that's kind of the common denominator is that, like you said, weak men create hard times, good times create weak men. Like, we're in a growth phase as a society, I think, but I don't know what that looks like in the next 10 years or so. Because I
Mhm.
feel like you have to have some experience or struggle busing it to really appreciate, and then from there make the advancements to progress for the longer term. And I feel like we're kind of at a stalemate right now.
Absolutely. I think we are at a time where everyone just have a good, like, um, instead, now everyone can order, food through DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever. Everyone can buy their video games digitally now. You can,
Mhm.
back in the den, you need to flip through between, for me, channel 39 and 41. You see the little scan line blurry porn. Is that a nipple? Is that no?
Right?
What's going
Nipple over
on?
here, nipple up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, like back in like nobody will understand that, right? And I have a younger sister, she's 15. And I was like, it's like that thing. It's like, how do you mimic taking a photo? She goes, I was like, "Oh, no." Right? And of course,
That makes
ours
me
is like
sad.
this. It's like, "How do you mimic going, talking on the phone?" She goes, I was
Oh, no.
right? And,
This
it's just
one.
yeah, it just feels like they have it so good, they never had to, like, know how hard it is without, like, internet.
You just broke me, and I hate that.
Oh.
Poor
Right? So
Leon.
and that's why, like, like, there's a very good, I guess you would say, quote from The Office, from, what's it called? Bernard, Andy Bernard. He says, like, "I wish we knew what the good old times were, good times were before we left them." Right? But it's like, if you did, like, you would never live in the moment, and I understand that. So,
Mhm.
but, like, having people who they just don't know what it's like. And, same thing with, like, our grandparents who went through from, like, radio to black and white television to color television, and then, like, by the end of their life, they experienced internet, right? It's like, wow, they went through so much. Like, we would never understand that. But now, but they went through hard times to get to that point. Right now, it's been smooth sailing for a while. There's some shit happen here and there with, like, wars and stuff like that, but, like, overall, nothing major. So there isn't a time where people can struggle. So that's why we have a lot of weak men that are, I guess, that are in charge or who's, I guess, setting bad examples on the internet.
I think as far as the experience of bad times now, it's through a screen. It's not necessarily the majority of people have experienced firsthand because it's
Mhm.
so far away and they can see it on a screen and they're like, "Oh, I want to protest and hold up signs or whatever," but they're not actually affected personally. And I think when things hit closer to home and they're actually affected, they don't have this virtue signaling capability. And I think the virtue signaling is like more of a problem than just being apathetic. right? So
Yeah.
they also have this attention seeking, and they have like this platform, the internet. They have this platform to tell everybody how great they are, for how much their bleeding heart bleeds for whatever cause in some other country or whatever. However, the ones that actually do travel to said country that their hearts are bleeding out for, they experience violence. And
Mhm.
I hate to feel satisfaction for those times, but it's like, yes, experience real world. People
Yeah.
can be, and more often than not, are terrible. Like they've been encapsulated and existing in this bubble, and Pixar and Disney, and they're the privileges that they have, that they go, oh, F America. They have all of these things, and then they go to another country, but I'm here to save you, you poor people. Also, bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam, to the gulag. Like, it
Yeah.
is a little satisfying just because I'm
Yeah.
petty, but it takes realness. Oh, come sleep at $2. Hey, Moxie, you're hot. Never sell yourself short. I don't sell myself. I'm just a retard on the internet. But thank you for the $2. So thank No, it's the people are retarded. Uh, I don't know what it's going to take to make any like major, significant cultural shifts and whatever. But I'm going to be out here on my own, like shouting at the kids to get off my lawn for as long as I need to.
Oh
But
yeah. It's gonna take a generation for things to probably change, like fully change. And I think at least for me, like I want to set an example for my son, and I want to make sure that like, I set him up for success, but so by the time he goes out into the world, he's ready. And I don't, like I'm not like a big strong dude or anything like that, but like I at least like and but what I do is like I guess you masculine enough for him to like view as a role model, and hopefully that like he uses that to his advantage of like, hey, just because people tell you otherwise, you're not like you're not what people say you are, that kind of stuff. And when talking about like going over, people who have it here have it so well when they go out of the U.S. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do this march from Gaza, from Egypt to Gaza, and then like you can't
where's
do that here.
Palestine?
Free Palestine. I'm like, cool, go do that. But then that one lady or dude was like, but we have free speech in America. Why can't we say it here? That guy was like stun locked. He didn't know what the hell she was talking about. Is because you're completely out of your element in terms of your self-aggrandizement. And it's like, oh, just because the whole world doesn't have First Amendment? Of course not. Right. So like that's why like I really wish that when Brittany Griner came back to the US, she kissed the floor. It's like, thank God I'm back here. Right? Of course not,
Mhm.
right? That we're not gonna get that, but still, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, but something you just said kind of like struck a chord with me as far as like what we kind of talked about as far as like the perception of masculinity. It doesn't have to be this big macho man. Masculinity, and this is where our society's been broken across the board, right? It's not the Pedro Pascals, it's not the metrosexuals. You can be a highly stylized man and still be masculine. It's more so about your attitude, your values, and how you interact with the world. Um, you can be a nerd, you can be into fashion, and you can still be masculine. You don't have. There's no. I don't want to get into like the whole like liberal like. No, there's no one way to be a woman or no one way to be a man. But as far as the masculinity goes, yeah, you think of the brawny like paper towel like lumberjack dude, right? When you think masculine, or the cowboys, or you know, um, what's his name? Chuck Norris. Sure,
Yes.
fine. But when it comes to what true masculinity is making your family feel safe, making your spouse feel safe, giving your children the best chance, and teaching them the way, right? And that doesn't have a look. We do tend to like
Do
Leon
you know the way?
the way. But we do tend to like put things in categories like the Victoria's Secret models, the Chuck Norrises, the
Mhm.
Van Dams, or whatever. It's like these are what this is. But when it comes down to what's important as far as relationships, meaningful relationships, and building that strong foundation for a family, it's not that. It's security, safety, protection, love, and it's so much more than just the aesthetic. So I've seen way too many pretty lumberjacks that think they're cute on Instagram. It's like, yeah, you're not masculine. You're pretty. There's a difference. Like, stop.
Yeah, like I remember people were like, "Oh, you can't be masculine. You can unless you can grow a beard." I'm like, "Bitch, I can't grow a beard. Fuck, I'm basically gay." So it's just
You're basically a woman now. Accept your
Yeah.
fate. You're fine. Oh man. You know what? I've kept you entirely too long. It's almost 2 hours. I've just been having way too much fun with you. Uh,
Oh,
so
no
something
worries.
that I like to do outside of like news and news adjacent of the day, um, Craigslist still exists, and
Mhm.
people are still looking for love on
Do
Craigslist.
people still do that?
Uh, well, they're not actually looking for love. They're looking for hookups.
Ah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Thought I told you never to call me here.
You know, I'm sick of playing the field. I like to dance, disco. I go to clubs, let the groove on.
Good sized woman, but not that way good. This way good.
Might not appear it, but semi-crazy.
A lot of times I'll just stay up, late at night and watch you sleep.
I seek a person who is childlike.
I'm Chris Hansen. And I want to ask you some questions. Please have a seat.
Looks aren't that important anymore.
I decided that I'm lonely.
So people are still posting on
How
misconnections.
dare you not give the cue to run the bumper? That's a necessity for this show, woman.
I had bumpers and I've strayed away from the bumpers lately. But Misconnections is still alive and well. And this is the greater area of Southern California. You get some of the best ones out of this region. Looking for a new friend, looking for a lady to take out to eat.
No, it says looking for a lady to eat out.
No, open your eyes.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Pop them open. Like you're
trying.
in
Okay.
Clockwork Orange. Oh my gosh. So every now and then my Asian comes out and my L's turn to R's like clockwork. See, that's how you know. Authentic. This person in Riverside is not looking for someone who wants to go fishing. Coded language.
Hmm.
Oh no.
That
Oh, no.
mother and daughter I met at the grocery store.
You said mutter. Look at
Mother,
you.
he is a mother daughter. The mother daughter. The mother daughter. Good day at the 99-cent store.
A Clockwork Orange chicken. Bro, want to eat the egg?
You gotta eat an egg roll. Look, it just comes out, all right. It just comes out. It's by accident. All right.
Today on Moxie does a racism. You know what? I've owned this for what?
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. We're gonna do one and then I will let you leave, sir. Oh,
Looking for
no.
young men.
You want that one?
No. You pick. I don't know what's going. Oh no. Wait, we're actually gonna pick one. Oh no.
Yeah, we're gonna pick one. A woman wanted. Arco.
The gas station? Oh man.
Escondido. Okay, let's go. 7 hours ago.
All right. It says near San Diego. All right.
What'd you read, sir?
Okay, so I met you in Moose Lot parking lot, North Escondido. You fixed my trailer hit, got me back on the road. I was the guy with the big white Explorer. Send me a line if you see this ad. D period smiley facey.
Oh my god. Oh gosh, I can envision a future of us just reading these things. Actually, you just reading them and me having a good time. But okay, one more. Asian
Oh,
and
no.
brown?
Yes, let's go. Asian and brown, is that like a Filipino? Okay.
I like both those things.
Oh
Okay.
my.
Brown, huh? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay. You're open the new friend. I'm 31 athletic male. We made eye contact today. You didn't say which brown, okay? Indians are
Didn't say
also
which
brown. All right.
Asian and brown. And that's misleading. That is so misleading.
Talking about
Okay.
brown skin? Which one you talking about? Which one?
Handyman giving bids in Anaheim?
Oh, near Disneyland. All right.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna sorry, Dad, I'm gonna do this in your accent. Looking for the sick handyman in the stop over to get the bid the new project on the landlord. Looking for you to swing by again if your area without the landlord this time. Hit me up. I show you the risk, skippity, talking about no capping. Capping, make sure we go flexing and yeah, talking about the yacht.
Oh my gosh, there's too many good ones.
I wonder if anyone is sponsored with news.
These are all from today. See, it's still active. The boomers. They're still looking for something. Gonorrhea? I don't know. Costco girl? Ooh.
Costco girl. Hi there. You were that cute Costco girl. I want you to say you were with mom and dad. You had the green eye and the pale skin, brunette hair. You just a gorgeous face. I couldn't stop looking at. I was the Mexicano, handsome dude, just look staring at you. I saw you, and wow, so gorgeous. Hope you see this and you can chat and hang out. Yeah, he's the Mexican guy with the Chinese accent.
Thought those are Filipinos.
Those are the Mexicans of
Mexican.
Asians. Yeah. I can do a Filipino accent, but my wife is
can
cool
you?
with it. I have to get in the zone, right? Like I could talk like my mother-in-law, but it's a little hard. I talk like that and it ends up becoming like Indian. So it's just oh, she's like, my mom's not Indian. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to all of you. 82 of you across platforms still watching this shit show. I know it's really late at night on a Monday. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Phil, you've been a total sport. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you
my
for having me
show.
on. I appreciate it.
It's so great. I typically like invite people on that I've at least streamed adjacently with, and like you and I have never actually been on a stream together. So
I
I've
think
heard
we may
wonderful-
have like
Really?
maybe with Gooch like a long time ago. Maybe.
She was worried about not streaming with you being a bad show. You can call this her chink in the armor.
I like that. I like that.
This fucking guy. Bill, what do you have going on the regular? Like, where can people find you? Do you have a regular show?
I do. You guys can check me out at Mr. Philip Chan #2. That is my personal channel. I talk about whatever. Usually, I play games there, and then on Saturdays I go live with Gray. for Project EggRoll. And this Saturday, we're gonna have on Rolo, the Puerto Rican pistolero, is gonna be on. So be sure to check that out. And I would definitely love to have you on, Moxie, sometimes in the future if you're cool with that.
Yeah, it'd be great. Lots of fun. I had a great time tonight. Like I said, you've been such a sport. I knew you were gonna be great. Everyone said you're gonna be great, and people have been looking forward to this mashup. And I've had a great time. We're going on almost 2 hours, so obviously I've had fun. So yeah, good night, Jacob. But yeah, so thanks so much. We'll have to schedule something again because this was a lot of fun for me. But
Absolutely.
until next time, everybody. Good night. Angry Badger says, "'Twas excellent." Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good one. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Take care, chat. See ya.
I was gonna leave studio and stream.
Oh, no more Yankee, my wanky. The donga need food.